Welcome to my weekly video blog. As you can hear, my voice is not so good, and that's part of the reason why I have to apologise for going dark across the Christmas and New Year period online. This includes, unfortunately, not doing last week's video blog, which should have been show and tell. So I'm going to do a bumper video blog today with show and tell and resolutions in it. So first I'm going to explain what happened across Christmas with me, and I'm going to do the resolutions with that, and then I'll do show and tell, including the cards, but only the cards that arrived after the grotto meal, which is where I showed off most of my cards. And then finally, after that, I'll do the birthdays. Now you might notice also that there are, scrolling across the bottom of your screen, the names of some of the people from my Facebook list, to which this is going to be distributed as a sort of general greeting for Christmas and the New Year. Sadly, because I have so many, it's not possible to send it to everybody, but there's a taster of a few things, a few people on there anyway. So, without further ado, let me explain. On Christmas Eve, as you know, before Christmas Eve, I had a bit of a sort of Christmas cough, which is what I usually get. But on Christmas Eve, it got quite bad. Now, I managed to do Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, all the things with the family that you would expect, without actually passing it on. So, it's not very infectious, what I've got. But my nan has had it, and we think it's some sort of bronchial chest infection, so it's actually sort of more in the throat than it is in the lungs. Things got actually quite bad with me, bad enough that I got sent home from work one day and had to call in sick the next. Now, when it comes to absence, I'm quite proud of the fact that out of my 9 years service, 8.5 years of that included no absence whatsoever. The only absence I've had before this was, of course, my injury to when I broke my ankle. So this last week was the first time I actually phoned in sick because I was sick. So that just shows you how bad it was. You know, I sound shit now, but I'm actually a lot better. My appetite came back. I'm feeling a lot, brighter, moving around. I still do have a cough. I did go to the doctors about it. They gave me an inhaler and have sent me on a course of antibiotics, which will run out soon. I do have a follow-up appointment with them next week, but obviously I'm back to work now. I've been back to work a couple of days, things have gone okay. My sister's birthday has been and gone as well. That was on the 1st of January, and of course she had to put that off because she had a migraine, and she can't treat the migraine with anything when she's pregnant. So every time she gets a migraine, she actually has to grin and bear it. It's not nice. Hers are much worse than mine. So we celebrated that a little bit late as well. So Christmas and New Year for everybody here has sort of happened a little bit later. We may be the first weekend in January, but we're feeling still like it's the new year. Now, obviously you know about my 5-year plans. You know that the 5-year plan finishes this year. It's not the end of the world if I don't get everything done in time. I won't be doing one again, I can tell you. And part of the reason is not because it's bad to set goals, but because one of the problems I've had with this was I set some goals and did nothing about it for a while, and then I found myself rushing to try and get it all done, when what I really need to do is set goals and do them within a timely manner as that happens, really. So you know my goals roughly are to get a new job with more money, that's Project Springboard, to save up and manage to get my own personal transport. That's something that's been on hold because we actually overspent a little on Christmas, and to lose weight. And that's a mega one now, because part of what my doctor was saying was the reason this has hit me so hard is actually because I'm really rather fat. I was really rather fat anyway, but I put on a lot of weight when I broke my ankle and feel like I never got back to where I was, and I've possibly passed a tipping point where, you know, now I have to put a lot of work in to do sort of things. So that's high on the agenda, so high that when we have our when we go back to the doctors this next week, we're looking to try and get an appointment with an NHS dietitian or something like that to do this properly. So now I'm going to move on to show and tell, and I'm going to start with the cards. Now I got about 23 cards, and as well as the ones that I showed you at the grotto meal, I got the following: Christmas wishes, festive greetings at this special time. It says, warmest Christmas wishes to bring you lots of joy and happiness throughout this wonderful festive season. To David, with love at Christmas. And that was from my nan, which is lovely. There's this one here, along with £15 I used to add. To David, with best wishes for Christmas and the New Year, and our love, Jeff and Kaz. Those are my cousins that came up. We saw them the Sunday after Christmas. This one, Merry Christmas, brilliant son. To David, happy birthday, not yet. Happy Christmas, and that's from my parents, obviously. Season's greetings there. To Dave, Merry Christmas, best wishes from Rose. That's nice. Christmas wishes. David, have a very Merry Christmas, and that's from Chris. This one. To Dave, enjoy yourself, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, from Linda. And then there was a thank you card which came from Bethany. Well, it was written by her parents, obviously, but it was basically because the Christmas was hosted this year at Wetherby with Rosie and Tom, and Bethany's first Christmas. So that was lovely. And then finally, to a brilliant brother at Christmas, because you are such a brilliant brother, here's a wish that you get everything you want this Christmas. Happy Christmas. Hope you enjoy your first Christmas with your niece, which I did. All our love, Tom, Rosie and Bethany. Can't remember if I got a card from Tiffany and Chris. Oh yes, I did. There it is. It's over there on the side. It's a little robin. I knew there was one that I was missing. Now, according to my records, I gave out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 81, 82, 83. I gave out about 90 Christmas cards, which is a big step down. I do apologise to anybody who was expecting one and hasn't got one. I'm now going to move on to the actual show and tell, and I'm going to start by telling you what I got for everybody when I can find it. It's all written down in my special little book. Here we are. First, my mother had a birthday, so I gave her a B&Q voucher. And then for Christmas, I got her lipstick, pens and minstrels, which she loves. Tiffany also had a birthday, and so between that and Christmas she got some scented candles, makeup, and some specific makeup that she specially asked for. Rosie got some hand spray and a Lush bath set thing, and Bethany got this little caterpillar toy, which is absolutely fantastic. Where are we? Chris and Tom, they got the gift vouchers this year. Dad and Nan got Christmas hampers, and Sheila and Jeff got biscuits stroke chocolates. I can't remember which one I actually got there. Let's see what I got then. I'm going to start with my parents. My parents give me the same thing every year, which is invaluable to me, and it's in these. It is one cinema voucher for every month of the year. Absolutely invaluable. Also, with the rising prices of cinema cost, extremely expensive. They also gave me these, some Robin coasters, which are lovely, and a tea towel, which is also very nice because I'm trying to sort of set up my my kitchen now. And so my nan bought me stuff that was on my list for that, including a new set of knives, forks and spoons, which is good. And it's nice coloured, and it's good wear as well, which is fantastic. And then she also bought me, to go with that, table mats and coasters, black on one side, red on the other side, to go with my theme, which is exactly what I wanted. It's what I asked for, in case you would think that's a weird thing to buy somebody for Christmas. That was actually on my shopping list. Now I can't remember who bought me these, whether it was Mum or Nan, but I've got a couple of cups, again with a theme of owls and stuff like that, to go with my other birdie cups, which is nice. Jeff and Sheila got me this, which is the Royal Horticultural Society Allotment Journal, which is actually quite good because it has a lot of information on when you're supposed to do stuff, when you're supposed to prune, plant, etc. You know, so it's got like this month, and it gives you a lot of stuff which is priceless in terms of information. So I'll probably use it as information more than an actual journal for that. My sister Rosie did something extremely clever. First, from Bethany, a nice little picture of me and her. That was not long after she was born. Something off my Christmas list. Rosie got me iTunes voucher. Very nice, very important. Now Rosie also noticed a week or two before my Christmas that my phone was falling apart, and it had started to sort of get a bit gnarly. Obviously some of the keys had fallen out. I'd had it since, gosh, 2005-ish. It actually gave up the ghost for the last time very early on Boxing Day, which was brilliant, because what did Rosie do? She bought me another mobile phone for Christmas. Now, it's a mobile phone that's not too dissimilar to my other one, which is good. It's quite simple for calls, texting only. It's pay as you go, doesn't connect to the internet. It's basically everything that my old phone was, except that this one actually works. So not only was it very clever to think of that, but it was also perfect timing, because of course my phone gave up the ghost early on Boxing Day morning, and boy have I needed this with, you know, this chest infection and stuff that I've been going through. That leaves only really... Oh, and there was this as well, which is actually a Henry Hoover, but it's a thing for cleaning screens and stuff like that, so that you don't damage them. It's microfiber. Tiffany. Now, Tiffany was quite interesting because Tiffany asked me for a list, and I can't remember what I did with it. So I sent her a stupid list, and she actually she used that for what she was going to get me. So, for example, this is a Cadbury's milk tray, and the thing that goes with it, feeling great without happy pills, because I said how nice it would be to be able to come off happy pills. So that was for that. So you can see the sort of theme that's going along here. She knows that I'm saving for a bike because I want personal transport. So she said my bike, and I've got a little calendar with motorbikes on it. I said I'd like a new job for more money, and she said a new job, question mark, and what is it? Fortune cookie, keyring. Because of course fortune, well, you never know, do you? What else was it? Oh yes, I said I would like a sexy partner, in fact. So she said, find a sexy soulmate with some links, because everybody's seen the advert, haven't they? So maybe it'll work for me, I don't know. And what was the other one? Oh yes, losing weight without dieting. And I've got a stepometer thing, and a fitness thing for, you know, the ones that you like clench with your hands and stuff like that. So she did really well. That was really clever in response to sort of what I said to her, really. The final bit of this show and tell then is the birthdays. You know, normal people have birthdays. Well, we in the Duff family also have unbirthdays on days when other siblings have birthdays. So my sister Tiffany obviously had her birthday, and I got an unbirthday present, including an unbirthday card as well. And the present was a new scarf, which is very nice, and some bubbly bath. Now, I apologise sincerely to those people who had their birthdays across the period in which I had gone dark. I am sorry for that. Let's have a look at as many birthdays recently as we can. Some of the ones I've missed from last week include, obviously, my sister Tiffany, Ryan Coates, who I work with, Chris Crosby Scott, Jamie Bauer, and Sue C. Smith as well. So I'm sorry about that. Upcoming this week, we've got Douglas Lima and Johnny Bedford that I know about. I'd also like to say happy Christmas and Happy New Year to the token 32 people whose names scrolled across the bottom of this screen during the blog, who sort of, I'm saying, I'm giving out a greeting to them on behalf of basically everybody, all of my Facebook friends, but obviously that's impossible to do unless you do a really, really long blog. So there we are. That is this bumper blog. Hopefully next week I'll feel a little bit better. My voice will hopefully improve, and we can get back to the getting to know me set, as we're about to move into some quite interesting periods of time in that. So, happy Christmas and happy 2015 to everybody, and, you know, onwards and upwards, and let's look forward to an exciting new year.